Gangster Gousini runs the streets. His glare, lethal. His crimes, mostly logistical errors. He once tried to rob a bakery, wore a ski mask, carried an empty tote bag, left with free samples, and a loyalty card. His biggest heist? A place called Bank Stage. He burst in yelling, "Nobody move!" It was a theater. Mid-performance, he got a standing ovation. Came back all week, even signed autographs. He drops lines like, "Trust is for feathers, I deal in crumbs." Or, "I'm not bad, I'm misunderstood." Like moldy bread. People fear him, mostly out of politeness. Last week, he gave a cop a business card. It just said, "Villain." The cop asked, "Is this a bit?" Gousini vanished, then tripped on the curb.
Brr brr Gangster Gousini? Le piace sparare con le sue selvagge pistole mafiose.
Bombardana Crocolala is a pilot who's afraid of flying, terrified, visibly, professionally. Before every flight, she cries in the cockpit exactly 2 minutes, no more, no less. Then she sprays perfume over the dashboard and says, "Okay, drama, let's lift." She decorates everything. Glittered throttle, crystal yoke, pink fur on the pedals. Why? Someone asked once. "Because if I crash," she said, "I'm doing it in style." She's flawless on the mic. Calls turbulence a wig moment. Lightning? She calls it spicy clouds. But under the gloss, her hands shake. She just lets the glitter catch it first. Once a co-pilot whispered, "Aren't you scared?" She blinked, slowly, and smiled. Every second. Now buckle up.
Bombardana Crocolala. Bella lady mashallah good.
Challenge time. According to statistics, only 3% of viewers manage to like this video and subscribe before the timer runs out. Are you fast enough? Prove it. Drop a comment if you made it in time. Avocadini gets invited to everything. Most times she says maybe, then disappears into spirals of thought. Last time she went out, someone asked how she was. Her brain short-circuited. She said, "You too," then hid in the bathroom for 20 minutes. Since then, she preps like a doomsday bunker, overthinks chairs, packs backup napkins, fakes allergies to cancel. But today, someone texts, "Come late if you want, I'll save a quiet spot." And she goes, awkward, quiet, holding napkins like armor. No spotlight, just warmth. Laughter she doesn't have to lead. A hand on her shoulder. That doesn't expect anything back. Then someone says, "Glad you made it." And for once, she doesn't panic. She just says, "Me too."
Avocadini Antilopini. Antiloplucci.
Capybarelli Bananalelli is obsessed with self-improvement. He wakes up at 5 a.m., not to meditate, but to Google how to wake up at 5 a.m. again. He plays motivational videos while face down in the sand, writes affirmations like, "I am peeled, not broken," but sweats through the ink before finishing. He's tried everything. Cold sand plunges, shivers, journaling in cursive, illegible, visualization. He accidentally apologized to a crab. His beach towel says, "Choose joy," in giant letters. He lies on it like it's yelling at him. He doesn't feel better, just scheduled. Still, he keeps trying every single day. And when someone asks, "How's it going?" he pauses, breathes, almost smiles, then says, "Better than yesterday, probably," and he underlines the moment in his mind.
Wow! Capybarelli Bananalelli. Un capibara il cui corpo è fatto di pura banana.
Leoparducci Grapefruitucci knows. He's not for everyone, that's the point. He's bold, bitter, refined. Sweetness is for cowards, or children, or both. He once described himself as grapefruit in its final form. Nobody asked. He clarified anyway, for several minutes. On a date, she ordered a cocktail with syrup. He stared, slowly folded his napkin, then left a note that said, "I don't mix with compromise." He once brought his own grapefruit to a restaurant, said the lighting wasn't emotionally acidic enough. Left 3 Yelp reviews under different names. He refuses to eat dessert, says it dulls the tongue. His kitchen has a framed quote, "Bitterness isn't a flaw, it's seasoning." He claims it's not a motto, it's a warning.
Bom Leoparducci Grapefruitucci. Grapefruitino Leopardino.
Maestro practices tea like it's religion. Japanese ceremonies, full bows, silent steam. His mat, woven by monks. His playlist, thunder, bamboo, wind sighs. His kettle, named Kakuko, sings like an opera ghost. He demands stillness, then squeaks every time. Porcelain flaw, he says. Authenticity! He pours tea for invisible guests. Chats with leaves. Once lectured one on impermanence. It blew away. He bowed. Acceptable exit. He wears a matcha whisk behind his ear. Says it listens better than people. He burns himself weekly. Tips tea down his sleeve. Drops cups mid-blessing. Then straightens up, smiles through steam, and says, perfect. Not because it was, but because the tea stayed warm. And he tried, and in his world, that's ceremony. El Bobretto Gondolietto sings all day. Loud, operatic, unasked for. Especially when no one is listening. He says silence makes the water anxious. So he fills it with arias, with barnacle poetry, with duck sonnets. Once serenaded a shoe, named it Ferdinando, gave it a hat, writes him postcards, weekly. He steers like a pro, smiles like he's hosting a wedding, panics like it's the wrong venue. Was that turn too sharp, too slow? Did I ruin the vibe? Then he laughs, big, theatrical, desperate. That's the rule, outsing the fear. Tourists love him, or pretend to, doesn't matter. But at night, when the canals go still, he hums low, honest, unadorned. And the water, it doesn't clap, but it stays. That's enough.
Il Bobretto Gondolietto, la Bobronni Gondoloni, il Bobretto.
Catini Strawberini wants to be liked, not loved, liked. Loved is unpredictable, liked is safe. She bakes cookies for bugs, writes thank you notes to bees, applauds sunsets, wears a bell so no one's surprised by her arrival. A courtesy chime, she calls it. Everyone says she's adorable. She smiles, then wonders, if I stop being sweet, do I disappear? She once said, no, felt sick, apologized to a flower. It didn't answer. She spiraled, bought it a card. Sometimes she practices frowning. It looks like a strawberry trying to be sour. She panics, apologizes to the mirror. Catini isn't sweet for fun. She's sweet for protection. And the worst part, they praise her softness, but never ask what it costs.
Catini Strawberini, kitty kitty baba.
Il Cabrospaghetti Mistico remembers all his past lives, claims there were at least 17, maybe more. He lost count after the pyramid incident. Something about a chisel and a furious pharaoh. He says he invented the wheel, was trying to make something that spins when you're bored. It rolled away. History followed. He's convinced pasta was his idea. Saw lightning hit a wheat field and thought, that could be lunch. Spent 3 centuries perfecting chewiness. Also insists he created gunpowder for birthday cakes. It escalated. Now he lives in a swamp, wears wet leaves like medals, and tells strangers, I taught Aristotle. He simplified everything. Typical mortal. Sometimes he hums at trees to wake up memories. And even if no one believes him, he does, loudly.
Il sacro Cabrospaghetti Mistico. Nel cuore del pantano proibito.
Kiwitto Banditto steals. Not money, not jewels. He takes things no one guards. One sock, a fridge magnet, the tiny plastic table in your pizza box. Last week he hit a craft store. Stole googly eyes, just the left ones. He once removed every push sticker from automatic doors. People hesitated. He called it art. He calls it microcrime. Says grand theft is lazy. Steal small, confuse big. Carries glitter in a pouch. Sprinkles it for dramatic exit. Once swapped all the happy birthday cards with congratulations on your divorce. Sales went up. He considered it a win. He leaves no footprints, only receipts and one post-it. Respect the irrelevant.
Kiwitto Banditto. È membro di una banda criminale. Roah, oi oi.
Wait, which one was you? Be honest. Like if you felt seen. Subscribe if you want more weirdos. Comment if one of them hit too hard. Share if you're still spiraling. New drops weekly. Click the bell or Gousini steals your socks.